of the suspects can be heard saying, "Put her in the trunk." And then she was dragged naked in the street.
Where's Al Sharpton? Where's Benjamin Crump? Where all these black leaders at? Where y'all at? This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Anytime you see a shirt or anything that you like that I wear, you can get it. Link is in the description section. Also, there's a carousel underneath the videos with all the new merch. You can just click on it and purchase it right from YouTube. Like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Make sure you hit the like button. I always got to say that. I know my intro says it, but I want to just give you one more reminder. Hit the like button, like button, like button, like button. It don't cost you nothing. Just hit the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, I won't be too long before you. I think this is a very simple tragedy that we should be talking about. And when I say simple tragedy, I mean it's simply understood that this is a tragedy. The complications of what happened is not simple. It's tragic, though. And where are the leaders? And the only reason I say this is because I don't know what this young woman did. I don't know how she got caught up in this, but what they did to her is unexplainable. And this is 8 black people doing this to a young black mother. If these were white people, we would see Al Sharpton, we would see Barack Obama coming out, Michelle Obama, Joe Biden coming out. We would see so many people coming out to make a statement about this and how the country is going south and we need to sign legislation. There needs to be a bill passed in this woman's name. Her right here. There needs to be some legislation passed. There needs to be a conversation had. At the State of the Union address, maybe her name should have came up. This happens all too often in inner city communities against black people against other black people, and nobody's talking about it. But me, the Uncle Tom that don't care about black folks. But the people that claim that they champion black people, they'll see a story like this and they evade it. Because this happens too often and happens more often than the interracial conflict. Let me roll the clip so you can see what happened to this girl. This is I can't believe somebody did this. I can't believe it. Roll the clip.
The details that you heard today in court are disturbing and heartbreaking.
Yeah, Morgan, that is right. This case is beyond disturbing, and it was an emotional day in court. Now, one of the saddest details I learned today is that Mahogany Jackson came to the first location thinking these people were her friends. Investigators say they then tortured her, and the things that were described are why Judge Keisha Davis says she denied all of these suspects a bond. Now, Birmingham Police Homicide Detective Mark Green says the first stop was the home of suspect Brandon Pope. Now, that's where Jackson was beaten outside while she was naked. Officers say some of the suspects beat her while others recorded the beatings. Now, Jackson was stomped and kicked, and then prosecutors say one of the suspects can be heard saying, "Put her in the trunk." And
I just want you to digest that real quick. This woman is clothless. She's getting beat. They're taping it. One of them stabbed her. I mean, you go down a list of the things that they did to her. That's not it, though. That's just phase 1 of what this young woman went through. Phase 1.
Then she was dragged naked in the street. Now, Jackson was taken to a second location, and I want to warn you, this will be hard to hear. Prosecutors say Jackson was sexually assaulted at gunpoint. Officials say she was handcuffed, beaten, pistol whipped, and then spat on. Now, Jackson's family, including her mother, were present in court today, and as they read out the evidence, you could hear them getting very emotional. DA Danny Carr says, though, this will be a long road to get justice for Mahogany, and he also explains why only 5 out of the 8 suspects were present today for the Anais Law hearing.
The individuals that are charged with capital murder, obviously, the law, the statute and the rules of criminal procedure says that their bond can be set at a no bond automatically. The individuals that are charged with felony murder, the statute requires a hearing. The next step, obviously, is there'll be further investigation with Birmingham Police Department.
Yeah, another sad thing we learned today was that the suspects wanted the password to Mahogany Jackson's phone. Officials say they even told her if she gave it to them, they would let her go, only to kill her anyway.
Look at that. This. Why did they do the girl like that? I'm telling you guys, if this had been white people in Birmingham doing this girl like that, we would not hear the end of it. I'm talking about multi-million-dollar lawsuits, justice for Mahogany. I mean, it would be so much different. Why? This is just as wrong as if white people did it. Why? Why would they do this girl like this? What's going on amongst our people that we gonna treat each other like this? We point the finger at the white man is this, the white man is that. Look how we do our own people. This stuff to me is beyond reprehensible. And if this was a one-off, because of course there's white people that do other white people like this. If this was a one-off, I may not have made a video about this. But this occurs all the time against people of color. They're doing it to each other and nobody cares. Joe Biden had the State of the Union address. Did not at one point address, not one president in the United States of America actually addressed the issue, the epidemic that's going on in inner cities around the country. This gang violence and murder, black on black, is out of control. Over 50% of all murders are young black men. Roughly 50% or more of the perpetrators are young black men. Majority, I think it's like 50 to 60% of the people that get murdered are people that know each other. Why, how is that not an epidemic? 13% of the population is experiencing 50% of the murders that are committed in this country. And they're perpetrating the murders. It saddens me that Mahogany will get justice, hopefully. But the sad part of this whole thing is that if these were white faces, we wouldn't hear the end of it. But since they're black, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's okay, but it's not as important to people. It's not as newsworthy. There's no pennant for her. There is no say her name slogan. There is no t-shirt. There is no outrage. Benjamin Crump didn't show up to a hearing. The black leaders don't even talk about it. They're not going to be spoken about at church, maybe in Alabama, but around the country, it ain't going to be spoken about. If these were white people, we'll be hearing about it today. It'd be trending on Twitter, all of the above. And it's sad that that's the case. But her life is just as important. And these.
So here's what we need to realize is that, yes, her life is just as important as anyone else's life. So you black folks out there, you need to understand the fact that you don't have none of your race hustlers coming out and talking about this. This is a modern day lynching. Remember when the White House passed this anti-lynching bill when really today no one gets lynched. It was just a virtue signal. It's what they did. So you need to come out and talk about things like this because you got 8 black people who did this to this woman, reportedly, allegedly. Did it to the black woman. Ain't no white folks named Mahogany. Look at these clowns. Look at them. Look at these monsters. They're all monsters. Fuck them. All of them. They're all fucking monsters. So when you motherfuckers march in the street, when a white person or, even George Zimmerman, who looks white, does something, you motherfuckers should have the same energy when some fucking monsters like these motherfuckers right here do that shit. same energy. I'm not saying going out and march and all this, but if you're gonna have that energy when a white person, because y'all race hustling leaders have told y'all that y'all need to go out and march and burn down your own fucking neighborhoods. You burn down the store, now where the fuck you gonna shop? Oh, now you gotta go to the suburbs. Oh, guess what? When you go to the suburbs, you gonna complain about that when the fucking police stop your ass in the suburbs. If you wanna burn down your own neighborhood, you don't have to go to the suburbs. First of all, don't burn down your own neighborhood. Don't do that. First of all, but after that, if you choose to do that, you dumb motherfuckers, then you have to travel out to the suburbs. Don't complain about getting stopped by the police. Because yes, they do actual policing in the suburbs. Yes, they do. Serve. And here's the thing we don't understand. Serve and protect. Protect means prevention. That means being proactive. You motherfuckers need to understand that. So, when that white man kills Shaquisha Boo Boo, whatever the case, and George Floyd and all this shit, and you motherfuckers go out here and burn up shit, y'all need to be holding these. Y'all need to have that same energy for these 8 fucking demons that we got right here. Look at these. And the shit that they did to this lady. But, nah. You motherfuckers, y'all probably not gonna say too much or nothing. And that shit is sad. Get y'all shit together.